Alright, I don't even know how to start this. Let's just get on with it, okay? So, you know how, probably wondering, because I know the title gives it away, alright? Oh, Chris, it's nice, how was your date, That's what a concerned friend would say. Alright, well, make a comparison, okay? Think of a Band-Aid, when you're trying to take it off, and you just, have to rip it off fast to kind of, yeah. Okay, and I'm sure you've heard that analogy before, many various things. Okay, when I take that Band-Aid and imagine it the size of Oprah Winfrey's ass, and it's on my crotch. Probably wondered, well, how'd you get yourself in this debacle? Yeah. Well, that's simple, okay? It's kind of a cliche thing, but it was a blind date, alright? And on the show, the blind date show, usually the people are hot. So I figured, hey, it's probably the same thing as the show. So, okay, so there's this girl in my class, okay? She's pretty hot. And I'd do her. So then, I was talking to her, and I was kind of like, ooh, this is kind of nice, And then she starts bringing up her friend, and I'm just like, whatever, man, whatever. So I just pretend like I'm listening. And then she goes, oh, you should meet my friend. You guys should hang out or something like that. And then I was, my guy antenna, my signals, I picked up on that. Alright, I knew what she was trying to say. And I was like thinking, I didn't say this obviously, but I was thinking, oh, that's fine. I mean, she's hot. Her friend's gotta be hot, right? I mean, that's not a science. It's like freaking logic. So, yeah, I was like, okay, sure, whatever, I'll bone crush your friend, and then I'll come back for seconds and, knock boots with you. So yeah, I was talking to this girl, the potential date, or whatever, for a few days on the phone, and, we were just talking, and, saw some pictures of her from her friend that, showed me, and they kind of were deceptive. And I think you know about what that means, but, so anyway, what did I say? Frick. Oh, so on the phone though, I'm talking to her and I'm just kind of like, I know you think this, okay? I'm just kind of like, man, she sounds hot, like her voice and everything, but yeah, you can basically throw that rule out of the fucking window, alright? Based on my past life experiences, I want a girl that sounds ugly. I don't want a girl that sounds hot. I want a girl that sounds so gruesome that when she's not talking to me on the phone, she's locked away in like a drippy dark cauldron for public safety reasons, I mean, I want a girl that sounds like a robot. The old people, they have like emphysema maybe, I don't know, the smoking disease where they have the voice box to talk, alright? Like, I want that, okay? Because it turns me on, it's like, I sound like a robot, but I'm very hot. Like, that right there, that turns me on, I'm not gonna lie. It really does. I mean, but anyway, the date, yeah, so the date. While I'm getting ready, alright, I'm thinking, oh, like a girl, like, oh, what should I wear, Well, I just didn't want to mess it up, So, this is what I always go with, okay? I go with the necklace. I don't know if you can see that, but the necklace, okay, which I got like Disney or something like that, but it's pretty cool. I go with that, kind of looks like, oh, I'm a chill kind of guy, alright? Then, sometimes I bust out these shoes. Right here. See those bad boys? I bust those out like in special occasions, but you gotta be really lucky to see me in those. So usually I just go with the K-Swisses, alright? They're not too bad. I got jeans on, And well, I just got a regular shirt, but usually I have a collared shirt too. Okay, so usually go out with my collared shirt. This is what I do. Like if you ask anybody, if I'm ever going out, they're like, "Oh, where's the collared shirt? Which one did he wear?" You know, like that's just how I roll. So I was running like kind of late, and I already like canceled our plan. One time we were gonna hang out like another day, but I kind of canceled on her because I didn't really feel like meeting any new people at the moment. Like, okay, you know how when you're friends you can always be natural and you don't have to really put any effort into being you or just whatever. But then when you have to meet someone new, you kind of have to have the energy to do it or whatever. Like just feel up to it. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm down. And the next day I'd be like, I don't feel like it. You know, like, you gotta make a good first impression, and you just gotta be whatever. You know, I didn't feel like, yeah. So anyway, so I was like, okay, I can't blow her off again. So it's like 30 minutes before we're gonna see a movie, okay? Because I like movies. Movies, quiet, don't talk too much, okay? It's really easy. All right, whatever. So that's just what I do. All right. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh crap! I had 30 minutes, you know, to take a shower. I took a shower like in 2 seconds. I was quick. But anyway, so I was like, crap! I'm gonna be late. All right. And it was kind of raining, and I realized that my car was at my friend's house, and that was like a mile away. So I had to freaking run in jeans while I'm texting the girl and telling her I'm on my way. And oh my god. And then it was like kind of drizzling a little bit. I was like, this is not good. This night is not starting off the way I envisioned it in my mind while I was sitting in my bed fantasizing about this moment. No, but anyway, that was kind of weird. But no, so I'm running there, and so then I get in the car, and then every freaking light, I swear to God, every light would turn red right when I got there. And I couldn't go fast, like, because it was really wet, the road. So I'd, like, peel out, and then, like, a few times I'd slid, like, out of my lane, you know, like that. Why am I, like, doing that? Well, anyway, and I was, like, slide out of my lane. There's no one there. I was just going crazy, but I didn't want to be late, and I was 10 minutes late. Kind of bad. We met there, you know. I mean, not the most romantic, you know, scenario. I didn't pick her up in a stretch limo and, you know, have a bouquet of roses and crack open a bottle of champagne. Nothing like that, you know. I was like, oh yeah, we'll just meet there, you know, whatever. See how it goes from there. So yeah, I got there a little late, and I'm texting her, and as I'm in the car, and she's like, oh, you almost here? And I'm like, yeah, I'm almost there. You know, we'll just miss the previews, big whoop-de freaking do. You know, who cares about previews anyway? Every time I get candy for a movie, and I'm eating it during the previews, because I can't help myself. The freaking thing is like, freaking, you know, the bag's moving in my lap, and I just, so I start eating the candy, and then by the freaking end of the previews, I'm already out of candy. Like, I just blew $6 on candy, and my tongue feels weird because I ate so much sour candy, and I feel sick every freaking time. And I love how I was really emotional about the candy and not the actual story. But okay, anyway, so moving on. She told me in the text, she's like, okay, I'm sitting on the bench facing the theater, and I have on jeans and a blue shirt. I'm like, ooh, so do I, you know? Jeans, blue shirt, bam, we're matching. So anyway, yeah, so I was just looking for that when I went in the mall. I bet you're wondering what happened there, huh? Where is she? She's right here. She's matching blue. No, that can't be her. There's no other girls here. Fuck. So I realized who it is, and for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna call her Mary Jane Watson, okay, from Spider-Man. Kirsten Dunst, she's okay, but anyway, Mary Jane Watson, okay? I'm not gonna say her name. So, I mean, she was okay. It wasn't really what I expected. Definitely, her pictures were definitely deceiving. You know, like say on MySpace, for example, if you see someone's picture and they show a different camera angle, so you can't like see their body, or you know how you can tell? You'd be like, ha, your arm is flabby or bigger. Like sometimes your arm, you can tell by the arms, but So anyway, you know, you're not fooling me. So but yeah, I was, I mean, in the pictures, but this picture showed like a full body shot. You know, like they showed everything. You know, like a friend showed me, yeah, everything uncensored. I mean, it showed like the full body shot, but I don't know how. I don't know if they photoshopped that shit or what, but God. So, I mean, she was a kind of like, probably was average-ish. Alright, I wasn't really average. A little bit kind of pudgy, like Homer Simpson beer belly kind of thing. Alright. She was freaking huge. And yeah, I said huge, in a manner where it would suggest that I'm being strangled, because that's what I'd sound like if I was talking while she was sitting on me. Oh my God, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but damn. I mean, well, seriously, I don't want to come off as a mean guy, because I'm not. Okay, I'm not really that picky or anything, but I just have a few, not really pet peeves, but a few things that, like, classification I have to have in a girl, okay? And one is, like, skinny, okay? Not stick skinny, but, like, in good shape, because I devote a lot of my time to exercise, and that's just, like, kind of the life I live, you know? So that's just one thing that I'm, like, into. Oh, and just to let you guys know, I'm all about inner beauty. I really am, you know? Just get some action, and then we can talk after that about anything you want. Baking, you know, walking, the relationship you have with your grandfather, that's all touching. Alright, so we're in the ticket line. Awkward. And I'm just trying to, you know, just say whatever's rolling off my tongue, but not what's in my head. So I'm just, you know, using my small talk abilities, you know, trying to crack some humor, just, you know, whatever. And yeah, you know, I got through the line fine. You know, I got my ticket. Oh, you know what's kind of embarrassing? Well, when I go out on dates, like, I would just like paying, because if I don't pay, I feel like a jackass. Even though if I pay, maybe it seems like, oh, I don't want the, you know, girl to do anything, but, you know, I have to pay. So I'm going up the line, but she was there way before me, and I thought she already got her ticket. So I paid. I'm like, oh, one please for Superbad, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I saw Superbad, by the way. Yeah, that's a story in itself. But anyway, so then afterward, I'm like, I thought she was walking with me, and then I noticed she was in line, and she ordered one. I'm like, oh my God, you know, like, I'm such a douchebag. Well, I already was before that moment, but it just emphasized it. It kind of brought it to my attention. So anyway, I was like, oh, you know, sorry, I didn't know that you already, whatever. At least I saved $6. So anyway, yes, I saw Superbad, which, by the way, ranks as top 5 movies of all time in my book. I don't care about film. I mean, like, movie score. I don't care about camera angles. I don't care about lighting or foreshadowing or themes. Okay, I just care about laughs, and that movie was fucking hilarious. Okay, Wedding Crashers is way up there, and so is Superbad. Top 5, bam, all time. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see Gone with the Wind. I want to see Superbad. All right, I'll see it in black and white and enhance the authenticity and make it seem like a really cool, classy old film. All right, but I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that other movie. There's another movie I saw. What the frick was it? I don't remember, but it was a film noir movie, and it was stupid. I was bored to tears. The only thing that kept me awake was the pack of Skittles I had. Once those were gone, bam, I was out cold like a freaking hibernating bear. It's not a movie review. Anyway, so, yeah, so I saw Superbad, and, you know, I thought it was a little sketchy, just based on the fact that, like, a date movie, you want to go to either horror, you know, ooh, I'm scared, you know, ooh, hold my hand, or whatever, or, like, you know, whatchamacallit, or romance, but that's kind of cheesy. But anyway, like, but we went to a funny movie, and not just that, it was vulgar. They said the word penis and vagina, like, every 2 seconds. Like, seriously, it was crazy. It was hilarious. I mean, we were cracking up the whole time, but it was not awkward, but definitely not something that would usually work on a date. Like, you know, it's just kind of, it was the wrong tone. So, the whole time, usually the guy's the one that initiates moves, or you think, oh crap, you know, when should I move my arm over and, you know, gently graze hers, kind of like my arm stalking her arm. And then once we make contact, then it's like, okay, what else can I do? You know, like, it wasn't that at all. It was like, oh crap, she's trying this move on me. Like, it was the total opposite. I was being dominated. She was like, I wish I had like some kind of prop to imitate it, but anyway, she was like, okay, the armrest, I gave her the armrest, pretty much. I had it like the very tip, but I was like this kind of, my hands were like in my lap, and I was like this on the very tip of the armrest, and she would like, you know, put hers on, and then, like she started moving it over, and I swear, she was like, I can't remember what part it was, but she started saying something wrong with her neck, like her neck was hurting or whatever, and she's like, oh, do you mind if I lie my head on your shoulder? And I'm just, you know, and I kind of felt weird, like, that's the kind of question, kind of like the questions in elementary school you get when you're like, oh, have you told your parents you're gay yet? There's no right answer to it, okay? Or does this dress make me look fat? You can't answer that. So I'm kind of like, yeah, sure, you know, like, whatever, hesitantly, but I said it. So, but I was the victim. So, she has her head on my shoulder, and I'm just like, oh my god. And I could tell that she wasn't comfortable because my shoulder's kind of bony. I mean, like, not really bony, but, like, definitely not like her shoulder, you know, like, whatever. So, especially the way I was, like, sitting, I could have made it more comfortable for her, maybe put my arm around her and use my, kind of my big pecs as, like, a support pillow, but, no. Hell no. So, I just sat there, and then eventually, she kept moving and turning or whatever, and I'm like, no. And then she did the unthinkable. She put the armrest up. So anyway, I was like, oh no. No, and now there's no escape, you know, stopping her. So then she like moved closer, all right, and she like kind of like her shoulder and her head on me, and then she like starts doing freaky shit with her hand, like, well, not like what you think, but she like puts her arm. I swear, she was putting her arm like on mine, and I was acting like a total idiot on purpose, like I was oblivious. I was just watching the movie. Maybe I'd say stuff to her and talk to her, and you know, and converse. But I wasn't like picking up on the signals on purpose, you know, advertently. So, like, she's probably thinking, this kid is an idiot. He has shit for brains. You know, I'm more like, wow, don't eat me. You know, like, I was just like, oh, a great movie, but you know, whatever. So, her arm was like on top of mine, kind of, but I wasn't holding it in her hand. And then she put her freaking arm on my leg, and I was like, and she wasn't like doing anything with it, you know, but like, I don't know. She's kind of getting in my little invisible tube, visible personal thing. Hey, can you pass the popcorn? What the fuck? You ate it all! Ugh. It actually tastes kind of good. Dude, it's got hair on it. Oh, good thing I have another one. No wonder I'm single. Alright, now probably the most important, interesting aspect of any date. The goodbye. When we go our separate ways. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm on a date, that's like, when the movie's like half over, I'm starting to think, oh, shit, you know, like, how am I gonna end this? You know, you always like don't know what you should do, what's gonna happen, you know. But yeah, this is when it gets good. All right, so walk up to a car which is like kind of near mine, maybe it's like 2 rows over, and we're sitting there talking, you know, and you're kind of like, we're both kind of, you know, flirting with our keys, you know, and this is the part where you're kind of like, okay, how do I break this up, or how do I kind of get it, you know, end it smoothly? So not like that, no. So it was kind of awkward because not only am I sitting there like, what am I supposed to do here? But also there was a guy in a car the road right next to hers, and he was like looking at us like through his car window or whatever, like just staring at us smoking a cigarette. I'm like, this is really awkward, dude. What are you doing? You know? I mean, are you like calling your buddies up and making a pool about, oh man, there's this kid with this fat chick. $10 says he makes out with her. Like, what are you doing? Are you getting off on this crap? Like, seriously, you're sick. You're a sick bastard. No, but seriously, I don't know anything about him. But and then also there was like a bunch of other people walking by. I was just like so like freaking social anxiety to like the freaking max. Like I was just like, oh my god, this couldn't get any worse, you know. So you know, I felt like this shit was like televised. So anyways, I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, we should do this again sometime. And she's like saying, oh, you want to do something else? You know, you want to go do something else now? And I don't know if that was a euphemism for, hey, you want to go back to my room? Or it was just, she wants to just spend more time with me? Probably both. I don't know. But this right here, you're not getting it. Okay? No way. Not in this lifetime. So anyway, I'm not trying to sound like a freaking like arrogant person, because I'm not, but so anyway, you know that feeling like when you're kind of cold and you just kind of like shake it off? Yeah, I felt like that. I was like, you know, like when I get near, I was like, no, I didn't think I was allergic to anything, but yeah, I am. But okay, so anyway, so she's like, oh yeah, we want to do something else. I'm like, well, you know, I know you have work. She's 23. So I thought, you know, when I set up the date, I was like, I thought it was a freaking Mac Daddy twist of pimp, you know, like, you know, for dating an older girl, but, just, so anyway, I was like, well, you have work at 8 o'clock, you know, I have, or 7, and I have class at 8, you know, we can always just continue this some other time, you know, blah, 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 you know, she's probably like, ooh, you know, puckering up, you know, she gave me bubblegum in the theater. She probably wanted to make after the movie. I wanted to watch the movie, okay? I came to laugh. I didn't come to make out with fat chicks, okay? So anyway, so sitting there, and I like kind of turn a little bit, and then I lean towards her, and then I do the general symbol, international symbol, whatever, for a hug, even though I don't even take sign language. I'm like, bam, like a freaking bird, you know? I'm like, hug. This is hug, you know? But anyway, so I'm like, this, okay? I'm going for a hug. That's it. So I go in, you know, and she's kind of, I could tell, like, when she was leaning in, she was, like, I think she was trying to, but I kind of leaned to, like, the way I did it didn't seem awkward, but, like, I think she was trying to kiss me anyway. Like, at least up over here. But she did, because just the way I hugged was kind of like, whatever. It wasn't weird. It really wasn't, even though it sounds weird. This whole freaking video is weird. But, my life is weird.